Sounds like a GDI. Ooh. Ooh, look at that blowback coming out of there. And I can't believe they haven't been clapped with a class action and stuff on some of these motors. Like, they're that big of a problem. All right, let's take a look at this 17 Tucson. 117,000 miles on it. But before we do me a favor, please hit that like and subscribe button. Just lets me know that you appreciate this content as much as I appreciate you being here. Thanks. Tires are good. Body looks straight. Carfax was clean. Doesn't appear to have any hail. You guys know I hate these things. They are typically, well, you typically just have noisy motors. They're not bad cars. Like, they fit the price point for most of the stores that I'm looking for. Like, they work. They just, by nature, like, you know, 98 out of 100 are just, the motors are noisy. And I can't believe they haven't been clapped with a class action and stuff on some of these motors. Like, they're that big of a problem. This one sounds okay without any throttle. Oh shit, I'll be damned. This one actually, I mean, all the usual points where they're noisy, this thing's actually quiet. See, and this is why I just keep looking at them. Not because, you know, it doesn't take much time to start a key, and it makes for fun conversation sometimes, but let's scan it. All right, we've got no codes, 19,000 miles since they were last deleted. Well, that's a good sign. Well, let's check under the hood and see what we got. It's like a Hyundai. Sounds like a GDI. Ooh. Ooh, look at that blowback coming out of there. Can you see it just, it's even smoking. It's pissing back out so bad. It's just throwing little droplets of oil all over this plenum cover. Well, you can see, hopefully you can see in here, you can see the blow by is so bad that it's causing it to come back through. See, this is what I'm saying, these motors are just trash. Like, sure, could a guy probably try to take a look past that and hope that maybe a customer isn't smart enough to look at it and see it? Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of guys that will try it, but it's not me, and I'm not going to put it to one of my stores for that. Like, I mean, a little bit here and there is okay, but when you pull this out, you're not supposed to have oil splattering all over that upper plenum cover. Like, it's just not good. And then you take on top of it, it's not as noisy, but it's still a little like, eh. Plus, just by nature, I mean, and it's got a busted windshield. I mean, the likelihood, like, we ain't in Vegas, but if I was betting and gambling right now, like, I'd put money on the fact that in the next 90 days, the likelihood of this thing having a motor problem is way greater than it not. So, now you got a windshield, you got some pretty good blow by there, and it's at operating temp. So, like, what do you think this thing sounds like when it's cold? Probably not as good as it sounds right now. Nah, we will, I'm not gonna put this one on the list, but we'll watch it, we'll book it, and we'll see, we'll see what it does. All right, the 17 Tucson with 117,000 miles on it. Carly's appraisal assistant showing us 13,006. Carfax coming in at 14,800, and live local market of 14,100. We're just going to watch this unit. I did not like the excessive amount of blow-by that it had, plus the crack in the windshield, plus the fact that it was, you know, already warm, so who knows how noisy this thing was going to be. But in the event we were looking to buy this one, I would price this unit at $13,995, and then I would set it, if it didn't need much, you know, just the standard recon, that would give us a buy number of roughly 11,500. Let's see who buys a project. If it's cheap enough, maybe it'll be me. That ain't cheap enough yet.
600 down for the bounce, we get her down 7 grand, Timmy. 7772, down for the bump of the down 72, down 4, 4,
Yeah.
7600 down for the bounty, 76 down for the bounty, down for the jump, there, going to 80 down now, 7 here, 80 down for the bounty, down for the bounce, 80 down for the bounty, down for the bounty, down for the 9 now, 7 now, we got her down 9, 79 here, 8, 9 down for the bounty, down for the bounty, down for the bounty, grand here, and now 81, 81 down for the bounty, grand, 81 down to 2, down for the bounty, down for the bounty, 2, let's take down for the bounty, down for the bounty, down for the bounty,
Still not a terrible buy.
if at 81 with it, number 11, 57.
Yeah, see, it was back of the money. They ifed it. They didn't even sell it right away. All right, guys, that wraps things up for today. I'll see you tomorrow.